Hello everyone. Today our next topic is to discuss about relationship between the zero and the coefficient of linear polynomial. Here, as it's a linear polynomial, its degree is what? It's 1. So it has maximum how many 0? 1 0. So here we have written only 0 not zeros, as it has only 1 0 because of degree 1. So ax plus b equals to 0. If I take b over that side, ax equals to minus b, so x equals to minus b upon a. So by this formula we can find out the 0 of this any linear polynomial, where b is what? Here ax, if I write down an example for this one, 2x minus 3. So minus 3 is a constant term and 2 is what? Coefficient of x. So b is what? Constant term. This is what? Constant term. Divided by a is what? Coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. So this relation you have to remember, especially for objective. Now the most important one, relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of quadratic polynomial. As we know from the example, for quadratic polynomial there are two zeros possible, alpha and beta. Suppose alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic polynomial, then to find the sum, first of all we will write down the standard form of polynomial. It's what? P of x equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where c is a constant term, b is what? Coefficient of x, and a is what? Coefficient of x square. Now sum of zeros is what? Alpha plus beta. What is its formula? Alpha plus beta is minus b by a. This is the formula you have to remember for quadratic polynomial. The sum of zeros is always equals to minus b by a. Similarly, product of zeros is what? Alpha into beta, that is c upon a, where c stands for what? C is a constant term and a is what? Coefficient of x square. So we are going to write down that thing, where c is what? Constant term and a is what? Coefficient of x square, and here minus b. So it's minus b is what? B is the coefficient of x, and a is what? Coefficient of x square. So where this is useful, if you want to find sum of zeros and product of zeros without finding the zeros, you will get direct value by using this formula. If you want to find sum of zeros, just use minus b by a, and if you want to find product of zeros, you are going to use c by a. Now in next part we are going to solve few examples based on this two theory. Now let's take few example to find sum of zeros and product of zero. But here it is what? Directly by using formula. Here we are not going to find zeros. Without finding zeros, we will get the product of sum of zeros and product of zeros. For this one, as per the formula, first of all, compare this equation with what? Ax square bx plus c. Now instead of a, here it is what? A equals to 1. As nothing is there means 1. B is what here? 5. What about c? C is equals to 6. Now we know that sum of zeros equals to minus b by a. What is b here? It's 5. So minus sign of formula, instead of b is 5 and a is what? 1. Sum of 0 is what? Minus 5. Same way product of zeros is what? C by A. C is what? Constant term. C is what? 6. What about A is what? 1. So we got here 6. So this is product of zeros and this is sum of zeros. If you want to verify how we got this, means directly, let's do that previous method again. X square 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Let's find out 0. This is not part of solution, just we are verifying. So split this middle term. 2 3s are x square 2x plus 3x plus 6 equals to 0. What is common here? X plus 2, 3 common, x plus 2 equals to 0. So x plus 2 and x plus 3 are the zeros. So either x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to minus 2. So x plus 3 equals to 0, x equals to minus 3. So these are the zeros. Now add both the zeros, sum of zeros. Minus 2 minus 3 is how much? Minus 5. So here it is minus 5. Similarly, product of zeros means multiply these two. Minus 2 into minus 3 is what? 6. Here is the product of zeros and this is what? Sum of zeros. This is not a part of sum. This is just part of verification. You have to do, if it is a question for objective, better to use this one, direct method, for using formula. Let's take one more example. Here A is equals to what? 15, B is equals to 16 and C is equals to 4. Now sum of zeros, sum is what? Minus B by A. Minus B means minus of formula and B is of 16 upon 15. This is what? Sum of zeros. And product of zeros, product is what? C by A. C is what? Constant term 4. A is what? Coefficient of x square, that is 15. So this is the way we can find sum of zeros and product of zeros directly. It will be for 1 mark. Now let's move to the next topic. Now this is a quadratic polynomial. Till now what we used to do, from quadratic polynomial we used to find sum of zeros and product of zeros. Now what you have to find, we have to go reverse of it. Now from sum of zeros and product of zeros, we have to find out what? Polynomial or quadratic equation we have to find out. For this, again one formula is there, ax square bx plus c equals to, means this is the required quadratic polynomial. Here it's kx square always minus k alpha plus beta plus k alpha into beta. Here this alpha plus beta means sum of zeros. Here alpha into beta means what? Product of zeros. Common is what? K is common. So inside it will remain x square minus alpha plus beta, yeah, x plus alpha into beta. By using this formula, it is possible to find quadratic polynomial from sum of zeros and product of zero. Let's discuss two examples for this one. Here where k is what? K stands for constant. It might be any number or a common constant number. Now let's take the example from exercise 2.2. Question number 2. First one. Sum of zeros is 1 by 4 and product of zeros is equals to minus 1. So sum of zeros is given 1 by 4 and product of 0 is what? Minus 1. Then as per this, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now directly I am going to write this part, x square minus alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. Now this is what sum of zeros, it means this is what alpha plus beta, this is what product of zeros, this is what alpha into beta. So I know the value of alpha plus beta, so this value I am going to replace here, and this alpha into beta I am going to replace here. So k as it is, x square minus here x. Alpha plus beta is how much? 1 by 4. So 1 by 4 into x plus alpha into beta is how much? Minus 1. So k is equals to x square minus 1 upon 4x minus 1. Now for the next step, this is not our final answer. If nothing is there means what? 1. Here also 1. What is the LCM of this? All the three terms? 4 is the LCM. So k LCM is what? 4. Now just assume that 4 will multiply all the three fractions. So 4 into x square, 4x square. Already here 4 is there in denominator. So 4 cancel. So only minus x. Here 1 into 4 is what? Minus 4. Take this constant term outside. So k upon 4 equals to 4x square minus x minus 4. So this is what required quadratic equation. 4x square minus x minus 4. Let's have one more example. For understanding, now let's take one more example, that is sum of zeros is root 2. This is the second question, second sum, and product of zeros is 1 by 3. Root 2, and this is what? 1 by 3. So here ax square bx plus c equals to k inside the bracket x square minus alpha beta into x plus alpha into beta. Again sum of zeros is what? Alpha plus beta. Product of zeros is what? Alpha into beta. Now I have to replace this alpha plus beta by what? Root 2, and this alpha into beta by 1 by 3. Bracket close. So k x square minus alpha plus beta is how much? Root 2, and this x plus alpha into beta is what? 1 by 3. Now nothing is here means 1 1. What is the LCM here? Is 3. So k 3 is the LCM. So 3 will multiply each and every fraction. 3 3 and 3. 3 into x square, 3x square. 3 into root 2, it's minus 3 root 2x. 3 and 3 get cancelled, so only 1 here. Take out 3 common outside, not common, 3 as a constant outside. So k, and our required polynomial is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. This is our final answer. So this is the way we will get any quadratic polynomial from given sum of zeros and product of zeros.